Hey guys, thank you for clicking on today's video. Today I'm going to be doing a get ready with me. I haven't filmed a get ready with me or any kind of video in a very long time. And so I have the day off today. I actually have a snow day. It's April 8th and I got told to stay home from work because of the snowstorm happening outside. So welcome to Maine. But yeah, so I had the day off today. It's like 3 in the afternoon now and I kind of got sick of sitting around, so I thought, you know what, why don't I film? Because, you know, this is the first time I'm actually have had a day off where I'm just home in a really long time. And I'll kind of get into why and also where I've been and all of that. So, yeah, we'll just kind of have a get ready with me where I catch up with you guys, kind of talk to you guys about what's been going on and all of that. And then, yeah, so I hope you guys like this video and let's just go ahead and get started. And take off my glasses. I also might put my hair up really quickly. So I have not uploaded a video in probably a couple of months. And I have a couple of excuses, a few excuses actually. And you know, I hate coming on camera and giving you guys these excuses because at the end of the day, you know, in my defense, YouTube is not my job. YouTube is just my hobby. I don't get paid for YouTube whatsoever. So, like, for me, if stuff is going on and, you know, I have to put something on the back burner, it's gonna, unfortunately, it just has to be YouTube. But also, it's not necessarily that I haven't had time to film. It's that whatever free time I have, now I actually spend with my new boyfriend, which if you guys haven't seen my last get ready with me where I kind of just did my makeup in the bathroom and all that, I'll have that link down below. I kind of told you guys about how I had a new boyfriend. The relationship's still going strong. We have officially been dating for just 2 months now. We started talking though the end of December, so like we feel like we've been dating longer, but like officially we've really only been together a couple of months now. April 4th would have been our 2 months. So yeah, but basically I'm gonna just get started because if I don't start putting on makeup now, it'll never will. So I'm gonna be priming my eyelids with the Urban Decay primer potion. I got a little sample of this from Sephora and I love it. Was it from Sephora? I think it was. I think I chose like a free gift from way back like Black Friday shopping and whatnot. I had placed like a lot of makeup orders and I kind of put away a lot of the stuff I bought just so then I could like start using up stuff I already had and then like I would have backups already. So like it took me a couple months to actually open this, but I always loved the Urban Decay primer potion. I will say like you can get some dupes from the drugstore or primers that are just as good. I just finished up the Wet n Wild one and I thought it was good. But I always liked Urban Decay primer potion just because like I felt like my eyeshadow looks will stay the same from the time I apply it in the morning to the time I like come home at night. My eyeshadow look will stay the same. But then again, I feel like that happens anyway. So maybe that it's just my crazy mind, but oh well. So apologize about my voice. My voice probably sounds a little off in this video. I have been sick for like a week and a half. So last Saturday was like the last time I really truly worked. In the past week and a half, I really have only worked 2 days at my job. Last Saturday I went to work and it started with just like a tickle in my throat. I just had to like keep like coughing and stuff. And then like by the end of my shift, my voice was kind of sounding like this, where it kind of sounded like it was going away. I went to my boyfriend's that night so because he wanted me to go there so he could take care of me. And I ended up having to call out Sunday because I had a fever of like 100 or something. And so I had to call out because I was very sick. And my voice had gone away like almost completely. I was basically whispering. And then I had a day off on Monday, like a scheduled day off. So I had Monday to also rest. But I feel like I kind of pushed myself Monday because I thought I was going to go to work on Tuesday. And so I wouldn't have seen my boyfriend again until Friday night. So I wanted to like spend as much time with him and like hang out with him and all that. So I think I kind of like pushed myself too far. And so Tuesday came and I was so sick again. Like my fever had gone away, but I was very like weary and like loopy. Like, I remember getting ready for work that morning in his bathroom, and he came in to check on me, and I was just like standing in the mirror, like just like kind of like just doing this, and he's just like, you're not driving. Like, the way I'm seeing you right now, I do not want you behind a wheel. I'm very nervous about you driving, because I live an hour away from him, so like to drive to work I would have had to drive an hour. So I ended up calling out again on Tuesday, went back to work Wednesday and Thursday, but Wednesday night I still felt like crap, so I decided to just go to a walk-in clinic and gotta get tested for strep, or just to make sure it wasn't anything serious. And then they had told me that it was just viral. The quick strep test came back negative. They're like, obviously we're going to send it out, and then if the like more in-depth test comes back positive, we'll give you a call. So they had given me one, for Wednesday night, they gave me one like high dosage of prednisone. So I took that for one night, and it definitely brought down the swelling a little bit from my tonsils. But then Thursday, my throat hurt again, my voice still wasn't back, and I get a call Thursday afternoon at work. I was at work again on Thursday, and they had said, hey, we just want to let you know the strep test actually came back positive for strep throat A or something. So I've called the pharmacy, and we've put in a prescription for you to take amoxicillin for 10 days. And so I'm on amoxicillin now, but I was scheduled to work the next day on Friday, but because I didn't get that call, or I didn't know I had strep until Thursday afternoon, I couldn't go get my prescription until I was out of work at like 4:30. They actually ended up not allowing me to work Friday because you're contagious until you've been taking an antibiotic for 24 hours. So even like starting the antibiotic, I wouldn't have stopped being contagious until like 5 o'clock at night. And I was scheduled like 11 to close, so like 11 to 6. So I would have been contagious until the end of my shift. And then I had Saturday and Sunday off because it was my dad's 60th birthday. My dad turned 60, and we had this really great time down where my sister lives. We all got motel rooms near where my sister lived, and then we went to this pub with my family, like my immediate family. My boyfriend got to go and meet my family for the first time, and we had this really great dinner with my dad's siblings and his stepmom and all that. So that was really great. And then Sunday, I came here. I came back home because we were going to get the snowstorm today, and I was actually excited to finally go back to work because, quite frankly, I need the money. Like, my funds are not good right now, and I'll get into that in a second. And then I got a text this morning when I woke up saying, stay home because we have the snowstorm. So I have another day off, but I finally go back to work tomorrow. I work Tuesday, Wednesday. Thursday I have off. I might see if I can work, but honestly, I keep emailing people about seeing apartments, so if I get any sort of notifications back, then I'll probably go look at these apartments on Thursday. And then I work Friday and Saturday, and then I don't know my schedule next week. But yeah, I really have not worked in like a week and a half. But now I've rambled for 8 minutes without putting any sort of makeup on. So I'm going to be going into the Persona Identity Palette. I have not used this on my channel yet, I don't think. But I actually received this in a giveaway from Samantha March here on YouTube. She's like one of my favorite YouTubers. She had an Instagram giveaway for like one Persona item, and I had won, so I got to choose the item. And since everyone was raving about this palette around like the fall 21 Days of Beauty from Ulta, I was like, I want to try this palette. So I got this palette for free, so that was pretty cool. It's actually a really nice palette. It's a really nice travel palette. I actually will switch on and off between bringing this and bringing my little Natasha Denona like 5-pan tiny palette to my boyfriend's to like do my makeup for church and stuff. So I'm going to be using this today just because I haven't used it on camera yet. I was going to pull out my Zodiac palette, kind of do like a fun look, but then when I was like shopping my stash, which I actually did in my vlog, which will be coming up after this, but either way, I realized I hadn't used this on my channel. So I was like, oh, actually, you know what? I think I'll pull this out today and use it. So I'm going to take this flat shader brush from Sigma, It says it's called the E25. It says it's a blending brush, but it's more of like a flat brush. So I actually just really use this to like kind of like tap whatever kind of color I want to kind of like set my primer. So I'm going to be going into this first shade right here called Humble. It's like a matte, like peachy pink shade. And then I'm just going to put this all over my lid to kind of put down a base. So I had to come home last night instead of going back to my boyfriend's for the night, which he ended up having a guy's night, so it actually worked out that we couldn't be together last night. But because my windshield wipers are broken. My windshield wipers on my driver's side all of a sudden popped off its motor, I believe. I was told that's what it is. And so they haven't worked in like almost a week. So now that I know what it is, and it's not like a fix that, you know, my brother-in-law can do, I have an appointment tomorrow to get them fixed. So hopefully I can get them fixed and it's not crazy expensive, but I need my windshield wipers. So that's why I had to come home last night instead of going to my boyfriend's, just because of the snow coming. And I was just worried about my windshield wipers not working and like driving to work this morning. So I had to come home last night, and I'm going to go into the shade Charming, which is this brown shade right here, just as a transition shade. So I ended up just coming home last night, and then today, where I got told to stay home, I have had like a lazy day, and I honestly haven't had a day off where I spend it by myself. My days off now always are with Cody, my boyfriend. I've decided that I can tell you guys his first name because we've been dating long enough. I just feel comfortable. We know we want to be together for a long time. So, and also like I always think about it because we've had the discussion, him and I, about if I'll ever bring him on the channel. He is all for coming on my channel. He actually has a YouTube channel himself, so I can have that link down below. He has a YouTube channel with his friends. They're called the Blue Bombers, and they basically just like play video games and do commentary, those kind of videos. So I can have that link down below if you guys are interested. Probably not. I don't know if you guys are interested in video game videos, but if you are, I'll have a link down below. There is a couple videos where you could actually see him, but for the most part, you'll just hear their voices. But if you also follow me on Instagram, I post a lot about him in my stories because I feel like, here's my thing about showing him online and why I don't necessarily care. By the way, okay, so this palette, I really do like this palette kind of for like the simplicity, but I will say like you kind of look at the palette and these are the matte shades, these are the shimmery shades. You do have this like dark brown matte shade right here, but for the most part you have these matte shades. I really wish what they had done was just like had this side be matte, this side be shimmer, because what it does is like these 5 right here are matte, then this is shimmer, and then these 5 are shimmers, then this is a matte. Like you could have just swapped. Anyways, but like you look at this palette and there's really 2 ways to go. You could either go with like a reddish shade or a purpley shade, and then, you know, depending what you decide to do, you can go into any of these. I think I'm gonna go in with purple and then maybe play with this seductive shade right here. I think that'd be pretty. Yeah, I think that's what I'll do. So it's kind of like a boring look, but since we're just kind of catching up, I feel like it didn't really matter if I went all out. Maybe my next Get Ready With Me I actually get a little adventurous, so we'll just see about that. So I'm gonna go into the shade Chic, or Chic right here, and I'm just gonna add this to the crease as well. So here's my thing about showing him online, and you know, the decision of whether or not I was gonna wait until we've been dating like 6 months or something or whatever, because I kept asking myself, or like asking like, you know, how soon is too soon to show your significant other online? Now I wasn't gonna show him with it like the first month we were dating, because to me that just seems silly. But I did decide that I could, you know, say his first name, kind of show him on my Instagram, and then we have talked about whether or not he'll come on my channel. He's all for it. I'm all for it as long as you guys are all for it. If you guys want to see a video with him, we have discussed what video we would want to do. he likes the idea of us doing a mukbang together. So we might do that, where we also like do the boyfriend tag and whatnot. So we've discussed that, and he's all for it, if you guys are all for it. He also would love to do the video where he does my makeup. He thinks that would be fun. I have not convinced him yet to let me do his makeup, but maybe we'll get there, maybe we won't. But you know, I was thinking about it, you know, how soon is too soon. And here's my thing. I feel like I show a lot of my life with you guys. You know, I kind of show you guys all the ups and downs because I feel like not enough people talk about real life issues. Like, especially in my vlogs, if you guys ever want to get real in depth with me in my life, check out my vlogs. I feel like that's where I talk the most, like, personally and stuff. But, like, for me, like, I want to be open with you guys and talk to you guys about, like, my financial struggles because I struggle financially all the time. Right now, I have, like, negative $200 in my bank account because I haven't worked enough or have gotten paid enough in my paychecks to, like, cover all my bills. And a lot of my bills come out automatically. Like, my rent is required to come out automatically every month on the 1st. So if I don't have enough, I get overdraft. And that's what happened is the beginning of the month came and I didn't have enough to cover my rent. And so I got overdrafted. So, like, I want to share those struggles with you because I think, like, it doesn't get talked enough about. And, like, you see all of these people on YouTube that, you know, and obviously, like, they worked hard to get to where they are. But not enough but they never showed the coming up of it because, you know, either they grew really quickly or they just, you know, they didn't want to talk about, which is totally understandable too. Like, not everyone wants to get on camera and talk about the fact that they literally are broke. But, like, for me, like, I want to be able to talk to you guys about this stuff because, like, I want to show the struggles and I want to talk about it and I want to, like, because it's so hard for me when I'm going through these financial struggles because I'm constantly thinking I'm alone and, like, I'm the only person in the world with these struggles. But in reality, so many people have the same struggles as you know, especially when it comes to, like, financial struggles. So, like, for me, I'm really struggling right now financially. Like, I've had to have a lot of help with from my boyfriend. Like, he doesn't necessarily give me money, but, like, you know, I spend so much time at his place, so, like, he feeds me and he fills up my gas tank and he gave me, like, what little cash he had yesterday when I was gonna go home so I could go to Hannaford and, like, buy a few groceries. And, like, I have my credit card, obviously, that, you know, I have quite a bit of credit left, but, you know, I also am up to, like, owing the credit card, like, $1,500, and that's just the credit card. That's not the PayPal credit. So, like, I want to share struggles like that with you guys because I want you guys to know that you're not alone if you're going through something similar to me. And, you know, if for whatever reason I can work hard enough to get to the point in my life where I'm not worried about money all the time, because my mom keeps telling me, because my mom obviously is, you know, a lot older than me. She is, like, she's in her mid-50s and she's worked so hard in her life. You know, and so now her and my dad are in this spot where they're not necessarily concerned that much about money. I mean, obviously it's a thought that goes through their mind all the time, but she always tells me and my sister, like, you know, there's just gonna come a day where it's not that bad. You know what I mean? And me and my sister always ask, like, when does that time come? Because I'm 25 and I haven't seen it yet. My sister's 30, she hasn't seen it yet. My brother is, like, 33 and he still struggles too. Maybe he's 32. I think he's 32. Why do I not know his age? I don't know. But yeah, like, it's really hard right now. But, like, I would love, you know, if there ever came a day while I'm on YouTube that I can work hard enough to get to that point, I would love to show it on my channel to, like, show people that it happens. You know what I mean? So it's kind of the same thing when it comes to me and my relationship and whether or not I want to talk about, whether or not I want to show him on my channel. I am comfortable showing him because even if something were to happen, and I don't want to think about this because, quite frankly, the thought of not being with him kills me. Like, we were talking last night, you know, texting, and I always get so emotional the first night now after like being with him, because when I spend time with him, it's like half a week, and then I go home for like 3 nights, and then I go back to him. And it's so hard the first night. I always get like teary-eyed, and like I feel lonely, and I don't want to be alone, and I wish I wasn't home, and then all that. And so like, I know I want to be with him for a long time, and we've even discussed, you know, I'm going to be using the Eyeko Skinny Mini liquid liner to just put like a quick line on my top lashes. We were discussing last night, and I said to him, like, I honestly, like, we've only been talking since like right before New Year's. So I tried to figure out the exact date we started talking. We met on Tinder, by the way, in case anyone's wondering. And so we couldn't find it. So we both just agreed to kind of say December 27th is like the best guess we have. So we've been talking since the end of December. Reality, that wasn't that long ago, like at all. That was only 3 months ago. We've only been dating officially for 2 months. But for whatever reason, because we've spent so much time together, and like, I love him, he loves me, we know we want to be together for a long time. I feel like I was about to sing the Barney song. I don't know, for some reason when I said that, that's what came to mind. So like, we know we want to be together. And so I was saying to him, like, I honestly, it's like, I don't even remember what life was like before I met him. Which makes no sense, because it wasn't that long ago, but like, I don't even remember what I was doing. And it's just because like, before I met him, and before I like started going to his house all the time, and like spending time with him and all that, all I would do is I would go to work and come home, go to work, come home, go to work, come home. I never like did anything. You know, I didn't go out. I didn't do anything. Now with him, like, I wouldn't say we go out all the time, but at least I'm not just, you know, coming home from work and then just like not talking to anybody and not doing anything, just coming home, sitting, watching TV, and then going to bed, get up the next morning and do it all over again. I feel like I've made work pretty much my entire life. And a big part of it is because I always struggle financially, but also because I'm just a workaholic. But like now, like I was saying to him, like, I don't even remember what life is like before I met him. And he feels the same way about me. He's like, I did the same thing. I just kind of like did my own thing. I'd go to work, then I would come home. It's just like, he said I wouldn't say like anything significant happened. And I just feel the same way. So I wanted to finish the lines before I talked again, just because it's so hard to talk and do liquid liner. But let me take a sip of my coffee. By the way, this hella busy mug and the sweatshirt I'm wearing, which I need to show you guys what it says. Makeup and burritos and coffee and YouTube. I actually got this from the Tayla's merch shop. So if you guys watch the Tayla and you didn't know, she makes merch now. And so I got the mug and this from her merch site. I can have it linked down below if you guys want. I don't know if any of my subscribers watch the Tayla. I watch the Tayla. I've watched her for years. I feel like I'm kind of all over the place, but trying to kind of like hone in on what I'm trying to say when it comes to showing him on my channel. Basically, like, what I was trying to say is, I feel like there's no true harm in showing him, because even if I were to show him on my channel, and let's say for whatever reason we broke up, I feel like I would want to show, not necessarily like show the breakup, but like, I feel like that'd be another struggle of mine. And I always like to show my struggles on YouTube with you guys, because I don't know, I like to show real life stuff. I feel like that's why you guys like my channel. Every time I'm like, guys, I'm out of ideas except for like vlogs and get ready with me's. You guys want that. You guys are like, well, actually, I like your vlogs, especially the ones where all you do is talk. Like, and so like, I always think, God, my vlogs are so boring, because like, I end up like using the entire vlog just to talk to you guys, but like, you guys always tell me you like that. So, I just applied this to my T-zone. This is the Revlon Pore Reducing Primer. It's pretty good for like smoothing out your pores, but I always apply it just right here, my forehead right here, and my chin, like this area. And then I spray the rest of my face with this Smashbox primer water. Just as like a little base. So like for me, like I don't see the harm in showing him. As long as you guys want to see that. But if you guys like honestly aren't interested in seeing videos with him, then that's honestly something I would think about if you guys were to tell me, you know what, actually I don't really want to see that. So let me know down below if you guys want to meet him or see a video with us. But yeah, I'm going to go in with this Ulta Full Coverage Liquid Concealer. This is in the shade Light Cool. It's a little too dark for me, but this is... Finally, I used up 2 tubes of concealer. You guys would be so proud of me. I have a bag of empties that I need to film a video on, but honestly, I think I'm doing a collab with a bunch of ladies on YouTube for an empties video. If anything, I think it's just going to be me and Kristen, my friend Kristen Sierra, who I have a box of stuff over here. Box of baby stuff that I need to send to her. And I keep like forgetting, / I kept wanting to like add to it, but then she had posted something the other day about how she's like 32 weeks, and I'm like, oh my god, I need to get that sent out. I keep thinking I have all this time in the world, but really she's having the baby next month. Like I kind of had to send it out like quickly. So this is gonna be hard because I had to keep wiping my nose. I've used up 2 concealers and now I'm down to just this one. And I'll finally use it up and I can try out other products. I think, like, honestly, I really, not uploading videos, I can make so many excuses all day. Like, oh, I haven't had time. All my free time I'm with my boyfriend. Oh, I've been sick, which honestly, the sick thing kind of is a real excuse because I couldn't film with no voice. And I still don't really have my voice back, but really, like, when it comes down to it, I don't know what to do for videos. I keep asking you guys for video ideas because, like, I don't know. Because where I can't buy any products, it's not like I can do, you know, testing out makeup or, like, all that, which is, like, I would love to do that. I would love to be a YouTuber that tries out products and all that. But then at the end of the day, like, I can't afford it. Like, I really can't afford new products anymore. I'm really getting down to this, am I? I can see into the container. That's probably not a good sign. I'm going to be going in with my Sigma flat kabuki brush. This is the F80. And I'm going to just dip this into my BareMinerals. This is just the original powder. Original foundation in Fair 01. I actually really like this concealer. It has really good coverage for a powder foundation. Like, look at that. Isn't that amazing? There's it without it. And there it is with it. Isn't that amazing coverage? I would definitely buy another tub of this. I want to try the matte one because honestly I get oily on my nose, and I will say, like, I feel like this gives me like a little bit of like a dewy look or like a shiny look, or like, I don't know. And I just don't know how much I love that on me. I know a lot of people love like the dewy look, but I don't know how much I like it. Then again, I don't know how much I've truly like delved into the like whole dewy thing. So video ideas, I really haven't come up with any. This morning while I was watching YouTube, I kind of had my YouTube book out. Like, I have a special notebook for YouTube, and sometimes I'll just sit down and write down as many ideas as I can come up with, and usually I write them down as I'm watching YouTube, because it's usually like my ideas stem off of other people's ideas. So like Samantha March always has really good ideas, so I always, like, if I'm watching hers and she's doing a video, I'm like, I could probably do that. Then I write it down. So, but I still only came up with like 3 ideas. I don't know what to do where I can't buy products, you know, and it's like, I would love to do like plus size hauls, or I really don't have the apartment space to do cleaning videos. I thought about doing that today because I'm like, God, I really need to like clean this apartment. But then I was like, oh, I could film it. But because my apartment's so small, it's so hard to get the good angles, like, for you guys to see it. So then my only ideas are get ready with me's and vlogs, get ready with me's and vlogs. And you guys always say you want to see that, and that's great. And like, I will, if you guys like seeing them, then until I can come up with some better ideas, then sure, I'll just go back and forth between doing get ready with me's and vlogs. But I still want to come up with good ideas so that way I have good content. Because, like, you know, a big thing about YouTube, back when I was trying to grow my channel more and all that, I listened to Beauty in the Vlog all the time. It's a podcast by Eyeko, and then I was a part of the Beauty in the Vlog group where we got to like share our videos with each other and all that. Back then, like, one of the biggest tips, like anyone usually kind of says, is to upload videos that you yourself would want to watch. If you film and edit a video and you're watching it, you're like, I'm not like totally proud of this, don't upload it. They always say that. So it's like the same thing with me. Like I always say like I have to put YouTube on the back burner, but it's not that I don't think about YouTube. It's not that I don't think about how I miss, remember when I lived on the island, I was uploading all the time, and that's when my channel really kind of grew. And obviously like things have changed. I now don't live on the island, and the whole reason why I started YouTube is because I was lonely, and now I'm not lonely. And then like I have other priorities, and I know you guys understand that at the end of the day, but it's not that I don't think about YouTube. It's not that I don't think about my channel or think about you guys or think about how I want to go back to that. And eventually I would love to go back to that. I would love to go back to filming consistent videos, at least uploading once a week. I feel like twice a week would be asking for a lot, but like, at least once a week instead of like just whenever I can. And here we are like 2 months later and I haven't uploaded. So like, I don't know. It's been really hard for me personally with that, on that front, just because of the whole, not having ideas and such. I'm going to be going in with my Smashbox Spotlight palette. This is in the shade, this is in the lightest shade. They have like 2 or 3 shade selections. This is for like fair skin and stuff. I'm going to go in with this shade in the middle. And I kind of had to load up my brush because otherwise like nothing happens when I wear this highlighter. Any of the highlighters really. I don't necessarily like the lightest one in the palette. I think it's like, it almost ends up looking like too chalky on me. I just kind of like put this on my cheekbones. I put a little bit on my nose, my forehead. I kind of just like do this. And then I put a little bit on my Cupid's bow. It is a pretty highlight though. Like, look at that. I kind of overdid it, didn't I? But it's really pretty. I think I might actually take... Does this have dark product on it? I don't think so. I'm going to take a little bit of the whiter shade right here with this like little tiny brush, because this is the only thing I have out here, and just apply it to my inner corner just for a little pop. Do I have anything else I really want to update you guys on? I don't think really. I'm trying to move. I've mentioned that in my vlog that's coming. I think I've mentioned it a couple of times, probably. I don't really remember because I don't remember the last time I really uploaded. But I'm trying to move. I'm trying to look for apartments and all that because I want to move closer to my boyfriend. Not just because then I can see him more often and I'm closer to him, but also because by the end of 2019, I would like to change jobs. I don't really want to talk about it that much on my channel. I try to kind of censor talking about my job. I used to be very like, oh, I hate my job, and I'd be like angry and stuff, and I just like, I don't know, I'm always worried about who could see this and all that. So I'm gonna go in with my Pure Arch Nemesis brow pencil. I haven't used this in a really long time. This is in the shade medium, and I'm gonna use this side, I think, and fill in my brows. I had to groom my brows myself because I don't have money to go get them waxed. And I kind of like trimmed them too small. So, oh well. I mean, I can just let them grow in again and then get them actually waxed. But did a pretty good job for grooming them myself. But I would like to eventually kind of move on. I want to find a baking job because that's what I want to do with my life. And my current job, they don't really want me to be a baker there. The current baker's on maternity leave, and they could have me do it, but instead the kitchen manager does it because they don't want me to do it. So they would rather me just split up my time between cooking and being a barista, which I hate doing. But like, I want to find a baking job. So, and where he lives, if I were to move closer to there, I could commute, do the drive. It would suck, but do the drive to my current job as long as I could. And then eventually I could find something more suited to what I want to do. And there's just more opportunities where he lives. He lives like in a bigger city with like way more restaurants and all that. And I just feel like I could find a better opportunity there than the town I live in now. Quite frankly, I moved to this apartment for my current job. But now that I feel like I'm ready to move on, I just kind of feel like I don't really care if I live in this town or not. So I am looking. I'm getting stressed out about that, which is another reason why I don't film, because a lot of my time I'm spent literally just looking for apartments. Because in order for me to not have to like re-sign a lease or to pay more money, I need to give my landlord like my notice saying I'm not going to be redoing my lease by like May 1st, because my lease ends June 1st. And then if I can get it done by May 1st, if I can tell them, hey, I'm leaving by May 1st, and I don't want to tell them unless I actually have an apartment lined up, then I won't have to pay May's rent because it will be my last month there, and I've already paid last month's rent when I moved in. So I would really like to be able to tell them that, but it's just been really hard and stressful. So I know that hopefully everything will kind of work out. That's kind of what happened with this apartment. I kind of got this like literally a week before I moved in here, but I'm really hoping. So I've been emailing and looking for places and all that, and like with like colleges getting let out this time of year, because where I want to move, it's like college central. There's like 3 colleges in that, and like so a lot of the housing has students, and with them leaving, a lot of places are opening up. So hopefully just something works out. And I've applied for a few places, I've emailed a few people, and hopefully I can just go about it. So I just used the Lancome Monsieur Big Mascara. This is a really good mascara. I just love the way my lashes look with it. They look so pretty and like fluttery, but like separated. So I'm gonna let that dry a second before I spray my face. And then I'll apply a little bit of lip gloss. But yeah, like other than that, I don't know if there's a lot to update you guys on, because it's not that I haven't been uploading because I have like all this stuff I'm doing. Really, I just spend a lot of my free time with my boyfriend, because, you know, we're just still in that new relationship where we want to be together all the time. I really need to blow my nose, but I just finished my makeup and look how pretty it is. I'm going to ruin it by wiping my nose. So, damn it. But yeah, like I'm really sorry about the lack of uploads. Hope you guys can understand. I hope this video wasn't that annoying with my voice sounding like this. But honestly, this is the best my voice has sounded in like a week and a half. So I kind of felt like if I was going to film this video, it was finally time. So I think my lashes have dried enough. I'm going to spray my face with MAC Fix Plus. And I think that's everything. I'll take out my hair, kind of give the full effect. I think that's everything for this video. That was a long time. Also, I didn't really mention in this video, did I? But I got a new phone, and that's what I'm filming on. So I'm hoping the quality was a little bit better. I don't know if it was or wasn't, but I have the iPhone XR now. So I can't use my microphone anymore, which that microphone kind of sucked, because if you guys didn't notice from my videos, like it would always like feel like it always sounded like something was rubbing against it or something in my videos, and I hated it. But because I have the new iPhone and they got rid of the headphone jack, I can't use it anymore. So we're back to not using a microphone. But I got a new phone, and so I'm hoping the camera quality is a little bit better. I'm still using the front-facing camera, which they always say has less, like, it's not as good quality as like the rear-facing one, but it's just like, it's so much better. For me, it's so much easier to use the front-facing one because I can see myself in the screen. But it maybe someday, if I'm ever in a space where I can do, like, people do the trick when they use the rear-facing one and they like put it in front of a mirror. I don't know, whatever. But I hope the quality was good. I do feel like it has different quality than my old iPhone. I had the iPhone 6S Plus before. But anyways, I filmed on a new phone, so hopefully the quality's better. And I hope you guys liked this video. I hope it wasn't too boring. I know I rambled a lot. I can't even imagine. And this iPhone must have better like storage space, because I didn't have to stop and upload my content once. And I have a lot of video footage because I'm also vlogging, so that's kind of cool that I didn't have to stop. But like, there's probably a good like 30 or 40 minutes worth of footage. So I hope this video wasn't too boring. I hope you guys liked it. If you did, and you want to see more Get Ready With Me's on my channel, then please don't forget to give this a thumbs up. Please subscribe if you haven't already. You can just go ahead and click that little red thing, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye guys.